Hello.
Hello, is that Tatiana?
Yes, how are you?
Hello. It's Doug Chant from Sound Fusion Radio.
Hi, so nice to speak with you.
Hello. I gather you've been enjoying the London traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent quite a bit of time in it yesterday and today.
Yeah, I was up there yesterday and we went up to the Bashira launch of her new album, and we had to travel across London, and it was only 13 miles we had to travel, but it took us hours.
Oh, no. Oh, I bet it was a great show.
It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, very not back with it. It was vocally absolutely fantastic.
Oh, great. I wish I could have been there. I was so tired yesterday from being on the plane, and the time difference. It's a 6-hour difference. We're 6 hours behind where I came from. So
you had a bit of the old jet lag then.
Yes, most definitely.
So you've got quite a few interviews lined up, I see, today, so you're going to be very busy.
Yes, I did one with Jazz FM this morning.
Yeah.
I have one with you, and I have one with June Fairlong at Solar later today.
Oh, you got Solar as well, yeah, because they were partners with us last night up at the Bashira gig, so yeah, brilliant. I'll start off, first of all, and that's chatting with you regarding, first of all, your nickname or your name, Lady May. Where did that come from?
Lady May came from a friend of mine. He's a musician. His name's Darwin Martin. He started calling me that when we would have gigs together.
Right. And
I liked it, so I just kind of kept it and ran with it after a while. He just started calling me Lady May. He would call me all kinds of stuff, but I feel like I'm a little sister to him, so...
All right.
He started calling me that, and kind of, I guess, in reference of Lady Day and stuff, and because since I'm a jazz vocalist and whatnot, and so it just kind of stuck with me.
Right. So I was going to say, you've chosen jazz rather than a popular route of something like R&B. Is jazz your particular love? Is that what influenced you as you grew up?
Yes. Jazz was always played heavily in the home, in my house, and I just kind of fell in love with the artistry over the years. I really got into it when I would say it really kind of struck me when I was about 13. I had gone to a jazz camp, actually, and I got a chance to be around instructors and other young people who were into it as well, and it really, really changed my perspective. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed, how creative I could be with it, and how I can, influence other styles into whatever I was doing, and so I just kind of ran with it, and I've been running with it since.
Yeah, that is a nice thing with jazz, isn't it? Is the fact you can bring other styles into it.
The whole fusion aspect of it.
Yeah. No, that's what's always drawn me to it, is the fact that the different influences, the fusion of the jazz. Because I got into it in the 1970s through people like Grover Washington and Ramsey Lewis, Roy Ayers, and people like that.
Yeah, great time.
Oh, brilliant times. Yeah. Because I see you in 2010 you had. Won a competition, or was in a competition for the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Vocal.
Yes.
And I see the panel. Wow.
Yes, it was crazy. It was like music royalty that day. It's really awesome.
Yeah, Al Jarreau, Diana Reeves, Patty Austin, Dee Dee Bridgewater, Kurt Elling. Oh.
Yes, and Al Jarreau too. It was magnificent.
Oh yeah, what a vocalist! Absolutely class, beautiful voice.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. So did you enjoy that experience, actually having to stand up in front of them and sing?
It was quite scary, but it was cool getting a chance to, meet some of them afterward. I spent a great amount of time speaking with Patty Austin and Kurt Elling. They kind of took to speaking with me for a while after the competition was over. they were super, super nice, and got some advice from them about staying in the industry and things like that. It was very scary. I actually went last out after 5 hours of them listening to singers. I was the last person, so that wasn't exactly the best thing about it. But the fact is, I was really happy that I got a chance to be there and meet them and perform for them. But it was a crazy experience. But it was a really good one though.
Did that open up doors for you?
I haven't seen all the doors that have opened yet, but it's definitely been a really awesome thing to put on my resume, and people have taken me more seriously since then. So I guess I could say yes. Nothing major yet. We're still getting there, but it definitely has helped.
So you've probably used it as like a stamp of approval from the greats.
Yes, yeah. Definitely.
So what other artists have influenced you then as you grew up?
Oh man, so many. I grew up listening to so much music, from jazz and soul and everything. I'm heavily influenced by Nancy Wilson and Natalie Cole.
Oh yeah.
And also just a lot of people that everybody listens to in the soul world, like Stevie Wonder and Aretha and all those kind of people, and newer people like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and people like that. Like all of those people have definitely stamped some influence on me, and some inspiration for that matter, in me and my music.
So was your first performance, was that actually at the age of 13 then?
My first memorable performance was I was about 11 years old. I was in a talent show, but my first memorable jazz performance, I was 13. It was actually at that camp, and we have it recorded. It's quite funny to look back on now, because I was super nervous, and that was the first time I had learned what the term scatting meant, which was really, really funny. I was like, "You want me to do what? I have to make up something on the spot. What? I've never done this before. I don't know what to do." So it was quite funny. That would be my first actual jazz performance, though.
And have you kept that? Have you recorded it and kept it? I'm asking you that because on the recent George Benson album, he's got a track where he won a talent competition at the age of I think it was 8, and he's actually put that on the new LP, and it's something.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I do have that recorded. I might actually release it one of these days. I might put it on YouTube or something. But I have it. I have a video recording and audio, because at that camp they actually recorded all the performances. So they made CDs for everybody and sent them out.
Yeah.
Like they printed on them and everything, and then my parents took video. So yeah, that's definite blackmail material.
So you're going to have to keep that. So when you are really, really famous, you can put it on your LP.
Yeah.
Saying about your LPs and everything, I see you've recorded 2 LPs. The first one in 2009, From All Directions. Mm-hmm. And obviously the one from 2012, Portrait of Lady May.
Yes.
On the Portrait of Lady May, I wanted to know, you do a duet with Joel Cross. Can you tell us anything about him?
Oh man, he's really awesome. We've been playing together for probably about, oh my goodness, we've been playing together since 06, I believe. 06 or 07, so it's been some time, and he's like a brother to me musically, and he's a great writer himself, an amazing guitarist, and he's played on a lot of my music. He's on the first album and the second album.
Right, so...
And we decided to come together. Huh?
Sorry, I was going to say, so is he the guitarist on Look Up to the Sky?
Yes, he's playing on that also. He's playing on, oh my gosh, he's the only guitar player I really use. So on pretty much every song that has guitar on it, it's him. There's only one song on my first album that he's not playing guitar on, and it's Freedom Jazz Dance. It's more so on Erskine Hawkins' half of that record, and that's the only song he's not playing on. He's playing guitar on pretty much everything else, and he's so amazing. He's a great guy, and yeah, I was so glad we could come together and do that song, because he's also got a beautiful instrument, a beautiful voice. So I definitely wanted to sing with him also. So I was so excited that we could come together on that.
All right, because that was going to be one of my questions, because when I was listening to your CD, the guitarist, I thought, God, that is some guitarist. That is absolutely brilliant. So, all right, you've answered that question for me.
Yes, he's amazing. I hopefully maybe we could do a tour together, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So he's not with you at the moment over here in the UK?
No, he's not with me this time, but we're definitely working something out to come back next time.
Yeah. So, say you've got several gigs here within the next week. Are you looking forward to getting on stage and performing?
Yes, definitely. I'm so looking forward to performing for you guys. Everybody has been so receptive to my music in the UK, and that really means a lot to me. And I'm actually debuting a new song that no one has heard, so you guys will be the first to hear it on Saturday at the Music Connects event. So I'm really excited about debuting that, and I hope you guys like it.
Oh yeah, we are really looking forward to coming up. Really going to enjoy that.
Oh great! So excited, and I'm looking forward to the Map Cafe tomorrow night. I'm actually playing with one of your own. Her name is Jeanette Mason on piano, and her group. So I'll be performing. They'll be performing with me, so I'm really, really excited. Yeah,
because at the moment we've got a lot of jazz festivals which have been happening over the last couple of weeks here in the UK, and I know that this weekend is the Newport Jazz Festival, which is on the Isle of Wight, and there's quite a few jazz artists and stars coming over to do bits down there. So it'd be nice to see you over here in the future doing one of the big festivals.
Definitely, I'm really looking forward to that. Maybe I can come back next year. That would be so awesome to get a chance to be part of the festival scene, because I've been seeing that y'all have some amazing people coming. So
yeah, no, it's been very, very good. Say I've thoroughly enjoyed a lot of the jazz festivals we've had. We have quite a big one here a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I think you were interviewed by Jazz FM this morning, and they were heavily involved with it. And some of the artists they had there were absolutely fantastic.
Was it the Love Supreme?
The Love Supreme, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's totally great.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. It was fantastic. Now I see that you've also got a university degree in jazz.
Yes, I do. I got my degree from the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. And that was a great experience. It's a great school. I'm really glad that I got a chance to have that experience. I met most of the people that I play with that are in my group. I either met there or met through some people that I played with there. So, great group of musicians, and a great place to go to school. The school is in a city about 45 minutes from where I grew up. I grew up in Fort Worth, and the University of North Texas is actually in Denton, Texas, which is about 45 minutes away from me. Right. So I wasn't too far from home, which was good, so I could come home and see my folks on weekends and stuff like that. I was glad to not be too far away.
Going back to LPs and everything, have you got anything lined up at the present time for a new LP, or are you recording tracks?
I am currently in the middle of writing new material. I plan on doing some recording when I come home, especially of the song that I'm debuting here. So yeah, definitely in the works of a new LP. I'm actually kind of working on two projects simultaneously, so I'm working on a lot of material coming out here in the next year or so. So hopefully everybody will be looking out for that. I'm excited. A lot of stuff is in the works, so.
Yes, I was going to say to you, whereabouts do you think you see yourself within the next 5 years?
Well, I definitely Definitely would love to do a full European tour in the next 5 years. I'm looking forward to that, and also doing, a full U.S. tour. Just doing a whole, just a big, kind of universal tour. I don't know. At some point, I just want to really just get out there and go to all these different countries that have been listening to my music and experience the culture and the people. So I think definitely in the next 5 years, I'm going to be in a lot of different places that are outside Texas. So I'm really, really looking forward, because things are looking pretty bright. So
by the sounds of it, you've got a real love to actually perform live.
Yes, definitely. There's no better feeling. Well, there's nothing that can compare to the feeling of being on stage and around people who enjoy what you're doing or who love music. That's so important to me.
And I see, again, looking at some of the reviews you've had and everything, you've had some quite stunning reviews from different people.
Oh, great! I'm always glad to see that.
Yeah, there's one of the reviews I saw was about the purity of your voice.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, I've been really blessed to had some really awesome things written about me, and I'm so excited that people enjoy what I do. And I've been working really hard for a long time to really get to a point that I feel that people will enjoy music and just everything. So I'm excited that people are saying all the positive things. That's always a great thing.
And I also see you seem to be getting a lot of worldwide recognition from various countries throughout the world.
Yes. Recently, I've had a couple friends from Nigeria that have written me on Facebook, Germany, Paris, Tahiti, of course the UK, with our the biggest area, and just, oh my gosh, there's been so many different places that I've been getting just love from, and it's crazy. That's the blessing of digital music, I guess, and that's amazing. It's something that's when it happens, you just can't believe it. It's wow, oh my gosh, people are listening to me all over the world.
So it looks like you're going to be doing plenty of travelling then in the near future.
I hope so. That's something I've always loved and have always wanted to do. My music education memories pretty much start back to middle school. I started playing trombone and piano when I was 11 years old, and it just kind of went from there, and I played all through high school. I was in band, and then my last 2 years of high school I was in band and choir, and I was also at the choir at my church. And then I did a community college in high school at the same time, doing dual credit, getting ready for college. And so I was in a jazz band there also. So I did jazz band and concert band and a lot of classical singing, because I have a heavy classical background also. So I did all of that when I was younger and before I went to college, which I'm really thankful for. I had great teachers and so forth, and I don't think that I would have made it into the music school I went to had I not had all the preparatory work. So heavy music background when I was younger, about that age.
So you're saying about classical. In what sense, at the top of classical music, were you singing and playing? Was it classical soul or
more so like actual classical arias, Italian arts?
Oh, right.
And singing more so opera music and so forth. I did a heavy amount of that going into college. Well, I grew up Catholic, so we sang a lot of classical stuff at church, a lot of music in Latin and so forth, and we sang all the old hymns, so we did everything classically. So even before I started taking lessons, I started taking voice around 16. I had already been doing it, and So it was just kind of natural when I got into school and so I was studying. Even though my major was jazz studies, my instrument that I went in on was voice. So I had to do 4 semesters of classical, which was a breeze because I had already been doing it anyway. So it was, it's really great. I'm really happy that I have that background. I think it really helps technique-wise and for vocal health. So that's played a very important role, and I had an amazing teacher also.
So, what is your sort of vocal range then? Because it obviously must vary if you've done opera.
I'm a mezzo soprano, so it's like one step under being a really, really high top soprano. So I have a pretty much of a mezzo range. So I have a deep bottom, but I have a really strong top upper range also.
Yeah. So, if you listen to your records, as I say, the variation in your voice, as I said, like you can sing very high, but you can also bring it right down low, almost of a Sarah Vaughan sounding.
Yeah, I always marveled at the type of like vocal range that she had. Her range was amazing, and not a lot of singers embody that as much anymore. I mean, because the amount of studying people did back then, and just of course, a lot of people even just had natural talent, but just, I mean, her voice was so full on the bottom and so full at the top. It's like you only get that every now and again, and something I've always strived to have is have a full body just strength all the way around.
Yeah. And I see that you've had some success here in the UK with Real. I see they've got to #1 in the UK soul charts. How did you feel about achieving that?
Oh my gosh, that was surreal. That was so amazing. I was so excited. Like I could not believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. Really? Oh my gosh. And for to have a #1 song on a chart like that was just, I can't even explain the joy and the happiness. And when all my family found out, we were all running around the house. We were yelling and calling our friends, and it was just, that was really amazing. That was a really great time.
So does it feel good then when you see your name up there at #1 and actually in like you say, a foreign country as such?
Right. That made it even crazier. It was like, oh my gosh, people are listening to me all the way over the pond. That's insane. So yeah, that was truly great, and to see that it was surreal. It really was. It's like something. It's something that you dream about as an artist. To see your name at the top of anything, is really amazing.
How about over in the States? How's the success going over there?
It's getting better. It's a lot harder here when you're doing certain kinds of music. When you're not a mainstream artist, it's a little bit harder to get heard. But I think that, especially from coming from here, I think that that's really going to change. And I've had a lot of people start following me, especially when they found out that I'm coming here. And really just, I think all of it's going to come full circle. But I have a strong following where I live and where I come from, and it's continuing to grow, and it has definitely grown in mounds in the last several months since I started getting ready to come here. So I think it's going to be nothing when I come back. It's going to be awesome. So
is it at the moment mostly the specialist or radio stations that are picking you up then in the States?
More so, maybe like the college radio scene, some of that, and then, some people who podcast and stuff like that, friends sharing YouTubes and just different things like that. But overall, the most I've been picked up is with you guys here in the UK, which is totally awesome.
Yeah, because we've had a thriving soul scene really back from the 60s when Motown first hit us, and that was responsibility of a lady called Dusty Springfield that brought Motown over to us.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously since then there's been quite an underground scene here of the soul, and as I say, it's so nice that it's still carrying on, and we're still getting artists like yourself coming over and performing for us.
Yes, definitely. That's something I've really really notice is that you guys love soul, and that's great because it's kind of losing its depth here in the States. There's not as much of it being played on radio as it is, so it's so refreshing to come here and for soul music to be received as it is great.
Yeah, cause it's really nice to say again hearing your material, because I find a lot of the R&B, I love R&B, but a lot of it doesn't have a beginning, middle and an end, and sometimes some of those singers, they've got absolutely lovely voices and I just want them to sing a song, and listening to your material, you sing a song and it's so refreshing to hear that.
Thank you so much.
How many gigs are you actually doing here in the UK?
I am doing 3. I have one tomorrow night, Wednesday night at the Map.
Yeah.
Or 4. I'm sorry, 4, because one just got added on. I almost forgot about that.
All right.
So I have the one at the Map Cafe, and then on Friday I'm with Wayne Brown and the Virtual Jazz Band at Pizza Express in Soho.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then Saturday, this is the one that just got added on. It's a festival in the park, and I have to see what the name of it is because this just happened to me yesterday. I just got asked to be part. It's the it says the Lambeth Country Show, but it's yep. At the Brockwell Park, and I've been asked to be a part of that. So I'm going to do that earlier in the day, and then the big Music Connects live showcase on Saturday night. And I think everything's kicking off around 8 for that, 7 or 8 o'clock, and I'll be going on around 9 or 10.
And then what? You're returning home after that?
Yes.
Are you going on to Europe?
I'm actually returning home on Monday. I would love to stay longer, but unfortunately I gotta go back for a while. But I'm really hoping to be able to come back sooner than later. So I'm looking forward to coming back already. So.
Oh, that's good news. Like to hear that.
Yes, definitely. I've received so much just love and hospitality, and I just really appreciate that.
Oh, that's really nice. I say it's lovely having you coming over, and as I say, I am really looking forward to Saturday night. Well, I won't take your time any longer because I know you've got to go on to another interview, and you probably want to get yourself refreshed after your journey through London today. And I say I am looking forward to seeing you Saturday night. And thank you very much for coming on Sound Fusion Radio. And I'd like to say a really thank you to your management team, Shaz, Alec, and that, and also to our own Anna Benson for arranging the interview with you, because it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been a joy.
Right, so we are going to look forward to your success, and in 5 years' time, I'm going to be speaking to you again, and you're going to be at the top of your game, and I want to see some number 1 LPs from you.
All right, well, we're going to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be playing you, so we will make sure that it gets out there for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much again. And anytime, shoot me an email over. I'll make sure I send some drops your way.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to meeting you Saturday.
Okay. It will be a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Okay, see you soon.
Okay, see you then. Bye. Bye.